Have you ever looked in the mirror and smiled on the outside while feeling exhausted, anxious, overwhelmed, or disconnected in the inside? Maybe you have told yourself, I'm fine, I'll get through it. I do not have time to deal with my feelings right now. But eventually, those emotions begin to speak through stress, anxiety, self doubt, overthinking, and even physical tension in the body. What if healing didn't require years of struggle? What if you could begin shifting how you feel in just a few minutes a day? Today, I'm introducing to you a practice called EFT Tapping, and I'm going to show you how it can become a powerful tool on your healing journey. Welcome to Soulful Synergy with Shamika. My name is Shamika, and if you're new here, this channel is a space for emotional healing, self-discovery, ho'oponopono, mindfulness, and learning how to connect with the most important relationship you will ever have, the relationship with yourself. Let's begin. One of the reasons I wrote my book Mirror Mirror was because I noticed something interesting. Many of us spend years trying to change our circumstances before we learn how to understand ourselves. We focus on fixing our careers, our relationships, our finances, our appearance, and our responsibilities. But when we finally slow down and honestly look within, we often discover emotional wounds that have been asking for our attention all along. The mirror doesn't just reflect our face, it reflects our relationship with ourselves. And healing begins when we are willing to look. That's why today's conversation is so important. Because EFT gives us a practical way to meet ourselves with awareness instead of judgment. Let's discuss what is EFT. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. Many people simply call it tapping. The practice involves gently tapping on specific points on the body while focusing on emotions, thoughts, memories, or beliefs that we may be creating stress. EFT practitioners propose that tapping while acknowledging difficult emotions can help reduce emotional intensity and promote a greater sense of calm. Many people use EFT to support stress reduction, anxiety management, emotional processing, and self-awareness. What I like most about EFT is that it encourages honesty. Instead of pretending that we are okay, EFT invites us to acknowledge what we are truly feeling. And that aligns beautifully with everything we discuss here on this channel. Why emotional healing matters. Think about how often we suppress emotions. We push through grief. We ignore disappointment. We silence anger. We minimize our pain. We criticize ourselves for being human. Then we wonder why we feel disconnected. Healing begins when we stop fighting ourselves. One of the greatest lessons I have learned is that awareness is not weakness. Awareness is courage. The moment you say, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling hurt, I'm feeling afraid, you have already begun the healing process. So let's experience EFT together. If you're driving or doing anything that requires your full attention, save this part for later. Otherwise, find a comfortable place to sit. Take a slow, deep breath. There is nothing you need to fix right now. Nothing you need to prove. Simply allow yourself to be present and follow along. I'll be guiding you each point. Karate chop point. Even though I have been carrying stress, I choose to acknowledge how I feel. Even though I have been carrying emotional weight, I'm open to giving myself compassion. Even though part of me feels overwhelmed, I accept where I am today. Eyebrow point. I have been carrying a lot. Side of the eye. Some of it I have talked about. Under the eye. Some of it I have kept to myself. Under the nose. I have been trying to stay strong, Chin, sometimes stronger than I need it to be. Collarbone, and that can be exhausting. Under the arm, maybe I'm ready to release some of that pressure. Top of the head, maybe I don't have to carry everything alone. Eyebrow point, I acknowledge my feelings. Side of the eye, I acknowledge my experiences. Under the eye, I acknowledge my humanity. Under the nose, I don't need to be perfect. Chin, I don't need all the answers. Collarbone, I can meet myself with compassion. Under the arm, I can choose healing. Top of the head, I can choose peace. Now pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Notice how you feel. Maybe there is a shift. Maybe there is not. Both are perfectly okay. Healing isn't always dramatic. Sometimes healing looks like becoming aware. Sometimes it looks like finally listening to yourself. And that brings me back to the message behind Mirror Mirror. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to reconnect with who you truly are. Beneath the fear, beneath the stress and expectations, and beneath the emotional noise. The mirror is not asking us to judge ourselves. It is inviting us to see ourselves very clearly. Many of you know that Ho'oponopono has been an important part of my own healing journey. What I love about EFT and Ho'oponopono is that both practices begin with awareness and compassion. Both invite us to stop fighting ourselves. Both remind us that healing starts from within. Over the coming weeks, I'll be sharing some more ways to integrate these two practices together. If this video resonated with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me, what emotion are you trying to heal today? What emotion would you like to release? And if you are beginning your healing journey, make sure you subscribe and turn the notifications on. Here at Soulful Synergy with Shamika, we are building a community centered on healing, self-discovery, forgiveness, and personal transformation. And if you are interested in exploring deeper mirror work that inspired much of what I shared here today, check out my book, Mirror Mirror. Link is in the description box. Remember, every healing journey begins with one honest moment, one compassionate choice, one willingness to look within. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep choosing yourself and your healing. Thank you.